What is the best gift that you can give your child? What is the best gift that you can give your child? Hi, my name is Yemisi. My name is Yemisi. I'm a licensed financial security advisor and an insurance agent in Canada. And on this live, I want to talk about the best gift. What is the best gift that you can give your children? What is the best gift? Is it the iPad? Is it the laptop? Is it the video games? Is it actually vacation? Is it that birthday bash? Is it that birthday party? What is the best gift that you can actually give your child or your children? Is it that Christmas gift? Is it that bicycle? What is the best gift that you can ever give your child? In Canada, one of the best gifts you can ever give your child is your life insurance policy. Now, this is specifically for people that you love your family, you love your spouse, you love your children, and you did not come down from heaven without a family. So, the best gift you can ever give your child is your life insurance policy. My name is Yemisi. My father passed away when I was a teenager, and I can tell you I struggled as a teenager. My father died. My mom was having mental health issues, like she had serious mental health issues. I had siblings, and I was a teenager. I struggled as a teenager. And I'm here to let you know and remind you whenever you have those PhDs, those master's degree, your life is still very valuable. So setting up a life insurance policy simply means you love those people that matter to you and you want to make sure that if life happens and you gain admission to heaven, your family do not need to struggle financially because you have invested in multinational companies, you have invested in brands, you have invested in a lot of things. But what can replace your income if life was to happen today and you gain admission to heaven? The only policy that can pay your family tax free $1 million, $2 million tax free or $500,000 tax free. The only policy that can do that in Canada is your life insurance policy. Right, is your life insurance policy. So imagine you pay peanuts, you pay $50 every month for a term insurance, and if life happens within the next 10, 20 years, guess what? Your family receives 500,000 or 1 million. If you now decide, yes, you can afford $200, $500 for your life insurance monthly, if life happens anytime, your family gets 1 million or $500,000. That is the best gift you can ever give your family. Because at that point, they are actually having some emotional financial breakdown and they still have to mourn and all of that. So when we gain admission to heaven, our loved ones are still here. How will they pay those bills? How will they live happily ever after? Especially if we have younger kids that are still transitioning from teenagers to preteens or from preteens to being a teenager. So yes, I would like to share my story once again. My dad passed away when I was 17 years old, and at that period also, my mom had mental health issues, and I must tell you that as a teenager, I know the pain of losing a breadwinner. I know the pain of losing a family member. So the best gift that you can give your children, the best gift that you can give your child is not that iPad, is not that designer shoe or that designer outfit, is not that birthday bash, it is not that um vacation. One of the best gifts you can give your child is your life insurance policy. Why? Because you love them. This gift is going to be presented to your child in the next 20, 40 years or tomorrow if life happens. Life can happen. We don't like to talk about it, but that is the reality. Now, for those that want to confirm, how do life insurance companies pay? Do they actually pay? Do life insurance companies pay? Yes, you can verify by going on to CLHIA. I'm going to share my screen to share that in a few minutes. But for example, if you lose a loved one in the next 1 to 2 years, from like a family member passed away, and you want to check if that person had a life insurance policy, so that you can trace it, you can call ombud service, and they can help you to track a life insurance policy, especially if the family members do not know about the life insurance policy in Canada. Ombud service. Guess what? You can also call ASUS. So permit me to share my screen. If you have or you're looking for facts about life insurance benefits, have life insurance benefits ever been paid out and you live in Canada? So permit me to share my screen to show you what you need to know about that. I'm going to share my screen right now, and I believe you'll be able to see in a few minutes. So, CLHIA is where you can go to verify information. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here we go. And I think you should be able to see my screen in a few minutes now. So, you want to verify information, go to or just type CLHIA online. Type CLHIA online. Okay, just type CLHIA, CLHIA. Okay, CLHIA means Canadian Life Health Insurance Association. So you can go to the homepage, read about what they do, read about how they protect life insurance policy holders. But you want to come here and see their database or see facts that is available for you, to you and the family. In according to the report, right, Canada's life and health insurance companies paid out $143.3 billion in 2024 as what insurance benefit retirement solution that protect health and financial security of Canadians. And then the breakdown is actually here. The breakdown is actually here. They said, right, 71.4 billion in retirement benefit from annuity plans, $18.6 billion was paid in 2024 as life insurance benefits. This money that was paid out to the beneficiaries does not bring that person back, but it supports the family at a very challenging time. It supports the family at a very challenging time, and that helps them financially. And their mental health does not go south, right? $10 billion was paid as disability benefit, helping 12 million Canadians to replace their wages while they were unable to work, maybe because of an injury and they get disabled. Right, disability benefits. We always advise people in construction, people in high risk environment to have disability insurance because disability insurance, what it does is it replaces your income when you cannot work because of like injury or a disability. Maybe that lasts for like 1 year or 6 months. Because you have disability insurance, you get 80% of your pre-disability income. So if you want facts, you can also call CLHIA to verify that life insurance companies actually pay and you can get yourself uh, uh, the assurance that life insurance companies pay. My name once again is Yemisi Lebushe. So your life insurance policy is the best gift you can give your family. And the type of life insurance policy that you're going to set up is going to depend on your own budget, whether it is $20 life insurance, but you only need to know the characteristic of that policy. A $20 life insurance or $50 life insurance is going to expire after 10 years. It's a 10-year contract. Once it expires, then you have to renew it. But if you're looking for a life insurance policy that does not expire, you have to use a professional that has experience to do this policy, right? Because they say experience is the best teacher. So with your permanent life insurance in Canada, whether you want to do whole life or universal life, depending on your budget, that type of life insurance does not expire if it is set up properly and you, as the owner of the policy, you put in the required amount of money. So there are two things. It has to be set up correctly. You have to be able to pay for the policy as at when to. If you set up a permanent life insurance and it is done by a professional, it does not lapse. So imagine you are 30 years old and you take the initiative to set up your policy now. You are securing cheaper rate, affordable rate, and you do the payment plan for 20. By age 50, you have finished paying for the policy, and the policy is still able to pay out the benefit to yourself or to your family. And the question will be like, I'm going to be paying for this policy. What can I benefit from this life insurance? You can actually benefit from your life insurance policy. The first thing that you can use your life insurance for when you are alive is your personal life insurance. You can use it as mortgage life insurance. Mortgage life insurance means if life happens during the amortization period, the outstanding mortgage debt is paid to the lender. So your personal life insurance will do the same thing. The difference is that your mortgage life insurance, the benefit goes to the lender. Your personal life insurance, the benefit comes to your family, especially the beneficiaries that you put on that policy. That is a very, very important information. So the question I like to ask when I'm talking about that topic is, who do you want to protect? Do you want to protect the mortgage lender or you want to protect your family? When you go directly to a mortgage lender, they tell you whatever they want to tell you and they encourage you to get mortgage life insurance. It is a very good plan. The policy is very good. It makes sure that during the 20 years, 30 years amortization period, if life happens, you still owe that lender. So the mortgage life insurance makes sure that whatever you owe on that mortgage is paid to the lender. So the family living in the house do not need to struggle about monthly mortgage bill anymore. So it means whatever you owe the lender goes to the lender because you have mortgage life insurance. And that also means $1 does not go to your family. But in Canada, if you have your personal life insurance and you use your family as beneficiary, that same policy, you can use it as your mortgage life insurance. You can use it as your mortgage life insurance. Then guess what? The benefit on your personal life insurance goes to your family. So guess I'm telling you what you can use your life insurance for when you're alive. Number one, you can use it as your mortgage life insurance. Number two, you can get what is called compassionate benefit. It ranges from between 10,000 to $250,000. But you are only eligible for a compassionate benefit, God forbid a medical doctor diagnose you to have a terminal illness. This can happen at age 80, age 85, but even at that age, we need money. At age 20, we need money. Age 50, we need money. We are still alive at age 70, we need money. Age 80, we are alive, we need money. So if at age 80, age 70, whatever age, God forbid there's a diagnosis, which is a terminal illness, you need to send in the doctor's report to the life insurance company and you can receive between 10,000 to 215,000, 250,000, depending on the policy that you have, right? If you have $200,000, you are going to get 100,000 compassionate benefit. You only need to send in the doctor's report, and that supports you financially during that health challenging period. The third benefit is called living benefit. You can actually enjoy living benefit from your policy if there is a critical illness or a terminal illness. So you have 500,000 life insurance. Your living benefit is going to depend on the year that you want to have access to it. Let's say even if you have access to $50,000 during a period that you have critical illness, God heals, God answers prayer. But during that period, you might not be able to work and you need money. You only need to send in your doctor's report to enjoy that benefit. Now, the fourth benefit is if you have a policy that has investment cash value under your life insurance, you can enjoy the cash value when you are alive. And I'm going to repeat this. See, life insurance is not about religion. Every religion supports that you love your family and you feed your family. Any religion says love, love. So if you love your family and you know if life was to happen today and you gain admission to heaven, you have gone to enjoy. But what happens to your family? How will they pay for rent or for mortgage? How will they take care of themselves? And you know things might actually be hard. So setting up your life insurance benefits your family and it also benefits you. And life insurance benefit is paid to our family tax free, right? It's paid to our family tax free. So it's a win-win situation. You gain admission to enjoy heaven, your family also gains $500,000 tax free or 1 million. And that does not actually make you feel unhappy because you love your family and you want them to be comfortable. So if you are single, the reason why I would advise a single person to set up their life insurance policy is because you are young, you are healthy, your life insurance policy is going to be very, very affordable, right? The longer you procrastinate, it gets more expensive as we all get older, right? And as an African living in Canada, I had a very, very strong challenge between myself and my spouse. So when I told him that he needs a life insurance policy, he got upset. And I told him, see, I have three kids, 15, 11, and 5. If anything happens and you go and rest, you go and enjoy heaven, I am the one to face the consequences. So you need life insurance. We've been married for 15 years counting, and I said, you just need it. You have car insurance, your life is more valuable than a car. You spend like 350, 400 on a car insurance. So if you can pay that amount for a car insurance, what stops you from insuring your life? When you go to the store, you buy electronics, you buy a TV of 5,000, they ask you, do you want to pay guarantee for 2 years? What are you doing? You are indirectly insuring that electronic. So what about the life? The life that drives the car, the life that is not replaceable. A car is actually replaceable. That house is replaceable. But there's one thing that we have that we cannot replace: our life. Once it is gone, it's gone forever. So your life insurance policy is one of the best gifts that you can set up so that your family receives it tax free, and that supports them financially. If you live in Canada, do yourself, do your generation a favor by setting up your life insurance policy. There are so many things you spend money on that is not useful. If you check your closet, there are so many outfits you've never worn in the last 2 years. There are so many shoes you bought that you don't wear. But you see your life insurance policy, it will be useful to your family one day. And that one day has happened to somebody today, they have passed away. We don't like talking about it, but that's the truth. That is the nature of my job. I talk about things that cringe people. So if I say, sometimes I talk about life insurance to some people and they'll say, God forbid, I'm not going to die. Nobody says that. It's not possible. Anybody can pass away, right? Some will say, blood of Jesus is not my portion, death is not my portion. Jesus Christ died at age 33 and he still fulfilled destiny. So while you are actually enjoying life, buying a lot of stuff for your kids, um, celebrating birthdays, buying birthday gifts, buying Christmas gifts, remember that one of the most valuable gifts that you can give your children or your spouse is your life insurance policy. And guess what? In Canada, they receive the benefits tax free. Reach out if you have questions. I am not in a situation where I'm going to force you to get a particular type of life insurance. I'm licensed for term insurance, whole life, and universal life. I'm licensed for the three types of life insurance. My job is to explain term insurance, the cost now, and also the cost in the future. I explain the cost of universal life and your commitment for the next 10, 20 years. I explain whole life, the benefit, the clauses, and what you need to know so that you can now decide the type of policy that you want to set up. That is how it is professionally done. If any professional tells you that term insurance is the best, whole life is bad, universal life is terrible, and they go ranting and ranting, telling you a lot of things bad about whole life and universal life. See, let me tell you, those professionals are not actually not professionals. If they tell you that statement, they are indirectly telling you that they are not licensed to offer whole life or universal life, period. Right. Professionally in Canada, you can set up term insurance, whole life, and universal life. Each of these three types of life insurance policy have features, have clauses that you need to pay attention to. Whole life and universal life is permanent. It doesn't expire if it is set up correctly. But this type of policies have cash value. But the major challenge is what you plant inside the policy, the amount of money that you put inside the policy determines when you can harvest. It is not a policy you are going to set up today and we have a mindset that within 1 or 2 years you might be able to cash out. It is the period or the particular time where you are able to enjoy your investment, do policy loan, line of credit, collateral loan from your permanent life insurance is going to depend on how much you put into that policy. How much you put into that policy determines what you have access to when you have access to it. It's just like when you plant apple seed. Because you planted apple seed, it might take you 8 years. But when you continue watering that seed, at the end you have a big apple tree, and then guess what, you can enjoy it every year, but you have to be patient for 8 or 10 years. Are you patient enough? But if you plant a seed of maize, we all know within 3 months you are going to harvest maize. You're going to enjoy it. It's a season of maize actually. So what you plant determines when you can harvest. What you plant inside a universal life or whole life determines when you can harvest from the policy. That is the way it works. That is the way it works. But if you want a policy that you're going to pay every month forever until you pass away, fine, term insurance is wonderful. And if you know that at age 65, you don't need compassionate benefits, you don't need living benefits, you don't need a policy, that can support you financially. God forbid there is health challenge, then you can simply just set up term insurance of $50 or 70 or $100, depending on your age, your gender, your smoking status, and your health. So feel free to ask questions. Thank you so much for having me. My name once again is Yemisi. I'm a licensed financial security advisor and insurance agent in Canada. My job is different from the fact that when you go into a financial institution, they offer you insurance there. So the best place to get insurance in Canada is with an insurance company. And because I'm self-employed, I work with several insurance companies at the same time. So I'm able to help you shop around. I'm able to help you compare benefits and give you a better choice. But if you decide to walk into a financial institution, guess what? They will offer you just one or two because that's what they offer. So feel free to reach out if you have questions. Thank you so much.